Alright, let me briefly take you back. I don't want you to be lost. So what we have here, we are saying this is the standard way of naming organic compounds. And then we are saying each name has two parts. We have what we call the prefix part, which basically shows the beginning of the name. And then we also have the suffix, which basically tells you the ending of the what of the name. So now, in details, what we are saying is that the prefix will show the number of carbon atoms present in that organic what compound. So the prefix, this shows the number of carbon atoms present, the number of carbon atoms present in the organic compound. So this is what the prefix basically tell you. But at higher level state, you are going to go in details. But as it stands, just know that this basically will tell you how many number of carbon atoms we have. So now, in the context, we mean we can have the prefix. We can have the prefix like, let's say we have prefix here and the number of carbon atoms here. Okay, let's form something like here, a tabular kind of tabulation. So the first prefix, number one, we have, let me not name this. The first prefix we are going to look at is a meth. This is a TI, a meth. So when the name starts with meth, like methane, methanol, as long as it is starting with meth like this, it means it has one carbon atom. You understand? So if we say the name is starting with meth, just know that it has one carbon atoms. It means it has one carbon atoms. So that is the one with the that has the prefix of meth. Then we also have eth. Just a minute, my pencil performed. Okay, so we also have eth. The name that starts with eth, e.g. ethanol, ethane, ethine, as long as it is starting with eth, then it has two carbon atoms. So now this is the trend, okay? The more we go down here, the higher the number of carbon atoms that we expect. We also have, so methane, ethane, prop. So we also have prop. The name that can start with prop, e.g. propane, propyl, all those, it means it has three carbon atoms. Then we can have but. So the name that will be started with but, it means it has four carbon atoms. We also have pentane, so e.g. not pentane but pent. The name that will be started with pent, it means it has five carbon atoms. We also have hex, okay? The name that will be starting with hex, it means it has six carbon atoms. And then the name that will be starting with hept. So these, please master them. Hept, it means it has seven carbon atoms. And then we also have oct. It means it has 8 carbon atoms. So at our stage, we basically just ends on. We also have non. NON. It is 9 carbon atoms. We also have des. This one, it has 10 carbon atoms. So these are the prefix, meaning the beginning of the name. If it is started with prop, just know that it has 3 carbon atoms. If it is started with hex, like hexano, hexane, just so that all those are starting with hex, it means they have 6 carbon atoms. It means they have 6 carbon atoms. And then we also have one important part of the name that we are calling as a suffix. A suffix. So now a suffix now is basically, we said this shows the ending. It is basically the ending of the name, but what does it show? So this shows the functional group. So it shows the functional or organic family. Organic family. So now, what do we mean? Remember we talked about compounds like these can be carboxylic acids, but how do we know that this is a carboxylic acid? We are going to know by the ending of that name. If we say methanol, how do we know that it is an alcohol? So it is because of the ending of the name that you'll be able to tell that it is falling under alcohols. Is it an alkane? Is it an alkene? All those functional groups, all those homologous series that we looked at. So we can only know the family in which it belongs if we know the suffix of that by the suffix of that name. So let's again form something like the table. So we're going to have a suffix, and then here we can say an organic family. Organic family. Now what we mean is that we are going to have the name that will be ending in respect with each other. So number one, if the name is ending with A-N-E, if the name is ending with A-N-E, so if the name is ending with A-N-E, it means that that substance or that organic compound is an alkane. Let's have an example. E.g., if we say, remember from the previous part, we said the name must start with a prefix. So if we get one, let's say eth. Let's get eth, and then we add the ending, which is A-N-E. Okay, let's have that. Let's get eth, so let's have eth. This is the beginning, so we know to say this one has how many carbons? 2 carbon atoms. So we said eth, it means it has 2 carbon atoms, and then we add, what are we going to add? The ending, which is A-N-E. So let's add A-N-E. So if we add A-N-E, this full name now will be called what? Ethane. Ethane. Now, this ethane, because it is ending with A-N-E, it is under the family of what? Alkanes. So what we have here, this is the prefix, the beginning of the name, and what we have here, this is now the ending, which is what? The suffix. So that is ethane. How do we know that it is an alkane? because of the ending of that name. So we say the ending of that name will tell you whether it is an alkane or it is any any other organic what family. So we are saying if it is ending with A, N, E, just know that that is an alkane. Do you have a question on that? Is that clear, Monica? Felix, Daniel, is that clear? Hello? 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 Are you following, or what is going on?
Behind, sir. Young Peter. Papotezera ma alkaline.
Alkaline in
alkaline. Bari ma organic family akanepe yani Peter.
Okay. Now listen, guys. What we are saying is that if this is the suffix, so you need to understand where we are coming from. We said this is the prefix. The prefix shows the number of carbon atoms and it will tell you how the name what begins. So this prefix is basically the beginning of the name and the suffix is the ending of the name. So we are saying this prefix, we can have this prefix which we have here. We can have meth, we can have eth, we can have prop, all those. So now, if we pick one, let's say I'm not going to pick eth, I'll pick B, which is the BUT. Let's go to BUT. So if I say my prefix, meaning the beginning of the name should have BUT. And then we are saying the ending, you get this ending, which is ANE. You add here, you add ANE. How are we going to read this name? What is the name of this? Someone to read? What name have we made?
We have made button, sir.
Not button, but, Felix, but.
Butane.
Exactly. Butane. Exactly. So we have made butane. So that BUT will be saying but, right? Bu, and then ANE, you just say butane. Okay. Now, in which organic family does this one belong? So we are saying if it is ending with ANE, which we have put here, ANE, it means it is an alkane.
Alkane.
Because it is ending with what? ANE. The same one with ethane. This ethane is ending with ANE. It means it is an alkane. That's what we are saying here. Is that okay? Is that fine?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if the ending? So you will just be using the same prefixes. You just have to pick n prefix from here. You can pick n prefix from here and then form the name. So, what if it is ending with ENE? If it is ending with ENE, what if it is ending with ENE? So if it is ending with ENE, that organic family, it is known as an alkene. It means it is an alkene. So we said if it is